I was a 2-year-old baby girl. The year that Pharaoh of Egypt slaughtered all the 2-year-old baby boys. I watched my twin brother float down the Nile inside a basket of hopes. Folks said he was the only one to survive and live on. Yet I survived and lived on to become a 25-year-old woman the year that Milosevic slaughtered all the men in my village in Kosovo. My brother was not so lucky then. Yet I survived and lived on to become a 42-year-old woman in India the day that my husband died and I incinerated my body over his coffin. Yet I rose from the ash in Hiroshima and fed the ghosts of what was left of my children with a trickle of blood running down my thigh from too many moons spent with American soldiers, some of which grew so accustomed to me that they sought me out again, both in Korea and Vietnam. I am a chastity belt in England and an honor killing in Afghanistan. The day that the nuclear reactor exploded in Chernobyl, Ukraine, I was sunbathing with my 5 kids on the other side of the same river. The Soviet government said, "There's nothing to worry about, business as usual, go back to your place." So I went. And when the first plane hit on 9/11, I heard the blast from my office on the 89th floor of the 2nd tower. The American government said, "There's nothing to worry about, business as usual, go back to your desk." So I went, and now I'm ash. I am debris. I am bald from radiation, bald from chemotherapy, bald from selling my long black Malaysian hair to the wig and weave makers for black girls in America who can no longer grow their own because of the flames inside their heads. In 1963, I was a little black girl in a church on 16th Street in Birmingham, Alabama, where I sang, "Jesus loves me, this I know." In 1998, I was a scared teenager in the abortion clinic on 17th Street in Birmingham, Alabama, where I sang to myself, "Jesus still loves me, this I know." In 2001, I was a poor international student, eating my only meal of the day, free lunch at the Baptist Student Union on 18th Street in Birmingham, Alabama, where I sang, "Jesus im do un edi," as I recalled getting killed twice by bombs of hatred 2 streets apart and 35 years removed, yet I survived, sir, and sing on. I now live in a village in Romania. And I'm thankful for this job that I have that helps me feed my kids. Sewing Nike shoes for $2 a day. My husband and my sons have gone missing for 5 years now. They were in the belly of a ship from Albania to Italy. They were in a fisherman's boat from Haiti to Florida. They were on the raft from Cuba to Miami. They were swimming across the Rio Grande. Their bodies gone missing until their bodies were washed out Southeast Asia when the tsunami hit in 2004. Until their bodies were washed out in the streets of New Orleans when the levee broke in 2005. Until their bodies were washed out by the mudslides in the Philippines in 2006. It is 2007 in Kosovo and I still own no land where to bury them. Kingdoms are built on my shoulder blades, and wars are fought in my womb. Business is conducted at the price of my blood, and the work of my knuckles makes others rich, so don't call me a feminist. I am a woman. Don't call me the rest of the world. I am the world. I'm an Albanian poet, in exile from my country since 1998, and I still struggle every day to find the words to tell you what was stolen from me, what was lost. I may no longer be headlines, but I am no ghost. I am a woman, a witness, a survivor, a loaded cannon and a loosened noose. Once again, I will outlive you. shake you off like dust from my apron, and move on. So you go back to your desk, sir. It's business as usual.